There is a power within you, a power so mighty, so sovereign, so infinite, that the world itself bends before it. And yet many live their entire lives unaware of it, never daring to test it, never realizing that this power is not only within them, but is them. The world tells you to strive, to sweat, to labor endlessly in the name of success. But what if I told you that your fortune, your $10 million, is not waiting for you in the future? It already exists. Right now, in the unseen, this $10M manifestation challenge is not a test of effort, nor is it a gamble. It is a call to awaken, to prove to yourself that the life you long for is not found in some distant time, but in your assumption of it now. You must dare to believe, dare to feel, and dare to assume that what you desire is already yours. You see, you do not manifest what you want. You manifest what you are. And what you are is determined by what you accept as true in your imagination. Your imagination is the creative force of the universe. Not some abstract idea, not wishful thinking, but the very foundation of reality. Everything you have ever experienced was once imagined, perhaps not consciously, but imagined nonetheless. The house, the debt, the job, the loneliness, the breakthroughs, everything. The world is but your mirror, faithfully reflecting the dominant states of consciousness you dwell in. If you would manifest $10 million, then you must become the version of yourself who already has $10 million. Not tomorrow, not next year. Now, you must step into that state and wear it like a garment, walk in it, sleep in it, speak from it, not of it, but from it. Feel what it feels like to be that person, to know that you have more than enough, to know that your bank account overflows, to know that every desire you have can be fulfilled not by chance, but by law. And what is the law? The law is simple. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and persist in that assumption until it hardens into fact. That's it. There are no rituals, no begging, no pleading. The universe does not respond to desperation. It responds to certainty, conviction, faith, not blind faith in the unknown, but bold faith in what you imagine. You must imagine wisely, not for entertainment, not as an escape, but as a deliberate act of creation. Sit in silence, close your eyes, and see yourself as already possessing the $10 million, not seeing yourself getting it, but already being the one who has it. Feel the leather of your dream car. Hear the waves outside your beach estate. Smell the air of freedom as you open a check made out to you for $10 million. Let it become so real that you can no longer tell where the imagination ends and the physical world begins. The world will not always affirm this path. It will tell you that you are delusional, that money must be earned with blood and sweat. But what the world calls realistic is often nothing more than collective limitation. You were never meant to be a slave to circumstance. You were meant to command it. When you look at your current reality and see lack, do not react with fear. Instead, retreat within. Re-enter the state. Assume again, persist. Your senses will scream that it is not real, but ignore them. Your senses are always a step behind. What you feel within will soon appear without, for the world cannot help but obey the command of inner certainty. Think of yourself as a sculptor, and your imagination the chisel. Day by day, thought by thought, feeling by feeling, you are shaping your $10 million life. But you must hold the vision, no matter what appears, no matter how long it seems to take. If you turn back, you delay it. If you doubt, you detour. But if you persist, if you remain faithful to the unseen vision, then it must come, it must. Do not worry about the how. That is not your job, the bridge of incidents, the chain of events that will unfold to bring you to your goal. is already forming the moment you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You will be led, inspired, nudged, but only if you trust. Perhaps you will be walking one day and overhear a conversation that sparks a business idea. Perhaps a long lost friend will reappear with a proposal. Perhaps you will awaken one morning with clarity, with urgency, to take action in a way you never considered before. But make no mistake, the $10 million will come, not by your effort, but by your alignment. And what is alignment? It is the union between your inner world and your outer identity. It is when your self, concept, your idea of who you are matches the state of being you desire. If you wish to manifest $10 million, then you cannot go on seeing yourself as the one who lacks. You must rewire that identity, speak differently, think differently, walk into a room not as someone hoping for success, but as someone success cannot ignore. Many people want the fruit, but they do not want to become the tree. But you must become it. You must become the person to whom $10 million is a natural occurrence, not a miracle, not a one-time windfall, but the logical result of who you are. When you become that person in consciousness, the money must come. Some may say, I have no idea how to feel like a millionaire. I've never had that much before. Then you must use your divine gift, your imagination, use your memory of joy, use your experience of abundance in any form, however small, and expand it. Amplify it. If you've ever felt even $1 in your pocket and thought, this is more than enough for today, use that. Multiply that feeling until it becomes the reality of your entire life. Repetition is key. This is not a one-time act. Every morning you awaken, ask yourself, who am I today? And answer boldly, I am the one who has $10 million. I am abundant. I am free. Then walk through your day from that state, not reacting to appearances, but creating them. Every word you speak, every thought you think, every decision you make, let it flow from the reality of abundance. Do not look to the past. The past does not exist except in memory. Do not look to others to validate you. They are only reflecting your current self, concept, and do not measure your progress by appearances. The seed does not break ground the same day it is planted, but it is growing nonetheless. So it is with your manifestation. If you feel discouraged, remember this. What you desire is already yours in the higher dimension. It is already finished. You are not trying to create something. You are simply tuning into the reality where it already exists. Just as a radio does not create the music, but tunes into the station of $10 million is already broadcasting. You need only match the frequency. That frequency is a state of being, of confidence, of gratitude, of certainty. Gratitude especially is powerful, not because it pleases some external power, but because it proves your faith. When you give thanks for what you have not yet seen, you proclaim to the universe that you already possess it. So begin now. Say thank you, not for the promise of wealth, but for the possession of it. Say thank you as if the money were in your hands, as if the deal were done, as if the account were full. Let your heart swell with joy, with assurance, with expectation, not begging for $10 million, but rejoicing in it. And do not be afraid to desire it. Money is not evil. It is neutral, a tool, a mirror. If your heart is aligned with generosity, with freedom, with joy, then the more you have, the more good you can do. Do not apologize for wanting more. Do not shrink back from your own potential. The universe is infinite. There is no shortage. You are not taking from anyone. You are creating from within. Every dollar you receive is evidence that you have aligned with a higher version of yourself. You are not becoming someone else. You are uncovering who you have always been. If doubt arises, return to the state. If fear whispers, return to the vision. If circumstances shake you, return to the feeling, over and over until it becomes second nature. This is the challenge, to remain faithful to the unseen until it is seen. To refuse to be shaken, to trust in what the world cannot yet confirm. But if you will do this, if you will remain in the state of the wish fulfilled, if you will embody the version of yourself who already has the $10 million, if you will persist no matter what, then you will be amazed at how quickly the outer world transforms. It will come in ways you could never have planned. People will call you lucky, but you will know the truth. You will know that you did not receive a miracle. You became it. You changed your world by changing your conception of self. You proved that imagination creates reality. That feeling is the secret. That assumption is the key. And the challenge, the real challenge, is not to wait for the evidence, but to live as if it were already done. That is the $10M manifestation challenge. Will you believe before you see? Will you feel before it appears? Will you hold the vision no matter what? You do not need evidence to believe. Belief itself is the evidence. When the inner world becomes more real to you than the outer, that is when manifestation is inevitable. And so you must discipline yourself, not with force, not with tension, but with awareness. The mind wanders, yes, but the awakened man gently guides it back. Back to the scene, back to the assumption, back to the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Do not underestimate the power of a single, repeated vision. One inner scene, played faithfully each day in the theater of the mind, can reshape your entire destiny. Imagine, night after night, just before you drift into sleep, the doorway between the conscious and the subconscious, that you are receiving a notification, a phone call, an email that confirms the arrival of your $10 million. Not merely watching it as a movie, but placing yourself inside it, smelling the room, hearing the sound, touching the device in your hand. You become the actor in your own divine play, and what you rehearse there will find its expression in the outer world. If you truly desire to accept this challenge, then understand it is not about chasing money. It is about mastering yourself. The $10 million is the symbol, the effect, the result, but the cause is within you, the assumption, the belief, the alignment. Once you manifest this, you will realize it was never really about the money. It was about becoming the person who could allow it, the person who knows they are worthy, the person who feels at home with wealth, not as a visitor, but as a resident. What you claim as true becomes true for you. This is the law, this is the path, not because of some mystical whim, but because consciousness is the only reality. Your outer world is a shadow of your inner state. If you wish to change the shadow, you must change the object that casts it, and that object is you. It does not matter what the world says. It does not matter what your bank statement reads today. It does not matter what your history has been. You are not bound by statistics, by upbringing, by circumstances. You are bound only by the limits you accept, and every time you return to your vision, you stretch those limits. Every time you assume the feeling of wealth, you dissolve another barrier. Every time you imagine from the end, you claim your rightful inheritance. You may say, but it's difficult, I don't feel it yet. Then I tell you, persist. The feeling will come. It must. You are not trying to force an emotion. You are giving permission for it to rise. You are allowing yourself to feel, maybe for the first time, what it's like to be free, truly free, free from worry, from lack, from striving. When you feel the truth of your wealth inwardly, it will begin to manifest in all directions. People will be drawn to you, opportunities will knock, resources will appear seemingly out of thin air, the universe will conspire, not because you asked, but because you assumed, because you lived in the state and the state out, pictured itself in perfect harmony. This is the divine paradox. You do not chase the $10 million. You become the person who already has it, and then it chases you. You do not strive to reach your goal. You receive your goal by knowing it is already yours. Your imagination is not a fantasy. It is the blueprint. You are building the structure of your life within, brick by invisible brick, every time you return to that scene. Whether it's signing the wire transfer confirmation, holding the deed to a new home, funding a mission that changes lives, or watching the joy on the faces of those you help. Whatever image touches you most, dwell there, live there, make it your home. This is your spiritual exercise. This is your soul's practice. Every time you affirm your vision, you are lighting a signal in the invisible that cannot be ignored. The entire world responds because the world is you pushed out. You do not need others to believe in your dream. They will believe it once it appears, but your task is to believe it before it does. That's where the challenge lies, not in the doing, but in the being. Being the version of you who is already rich, already joyful, already at peace. There are no limits to what you can manifest, except the ones you believe in. If you believe that $10 million is too much, then it is. If you believe that it can only come through hard work or long years, then that is how it will arrive, if at all. But if you believe that it can come in unexpected, effortless, glorious ways, then so it shall. Not because you are manipulating reality, but because you are aligning with a higher truth. You are not a beggar in the universe. You are its beloved child. You are not scraping by for crumbs. You are heir to an infinite kingdom. The problem is not that you ask for too much. It's that you believe you must ask at all. The truth is, your desires are not outside you. They are expressions of the self already realized. You would not want $10 million unless there were a version of you that already has it. That's the truth. So what do? You commune with that version. You listen to him. You let her guide you. That version of you who lives in abundance already exists, not metaphorically, literally, and you can access that version through imagination. Close your eyes and say, "Show me." Let that version of you arise. Let their confidence enter your body. Let their choices become your choices. Ask, how does the $10 million version of me walk into this room? How does he greet others? How does she respond to fear? What decisions does he make today? When you begin to act and feel as that person, reality adjusts, and don't wait for the outer world to confirm it. The confirmation will come, but it is a result, not a cause. The cause is you, your inner world, your imagination, your assumption. The outer is the echo. Speak the inner word and wait for the echo to return. This path is not about stress. It is not about obsession. It is about inner relaxation, the knowing that you have already received. You walk differently when you know something is done. You think differently. You sleep differently. You love differently. That is the difference between wishing and assuming. Many dream of riches but continue to live in the state of lack. That is why they remain poor, no matter how much they hustle. But you can end the struggle. You can choose right now to move into the state of having, not pretending, being, and from that state all things will be added unto you. This is the unseen economy. It does not rely on markets or trends. It does not ask your age, your education, your resume. It asks only one question: what are you conscious of being? If you are conscious of being wealthy, the world must show you wealth. If you are conscious of being blessed, the world must bring you blessings. It is law. You have nothing to prove, no one to convince. You are not here to struggle. You are here to remember, to return to the truth of who you are, the one who decides, the one who chooses their state, the one who imagines a better world and brings it forth through feeling. And so I ask you now, will you take the challenge, not just for a day or a week, but until the state becomes natural, until the feeling is no longer a high, but a home, until you no longer wonder if you're doing it right, because you're living it. The $10M version of you already knows what to do, already knows how it feels, already knows who to trust, what to say, where to go. Tap into that version. Invite that presence into your body. Let that version take the reins. This is not fantasy. This is the only truth that matters. Do not say, I want $10 million. Say, I am the one who has it. And if the mind argues, do not fight. Gently return again and again. Let the feeling deepen. Let it stabilize. Let it carry you. You will wake up one day and realize you are no longer trying to manifest. It has already happened. The people around you will be amazed. But you won't be, because you saw it long before they did. You knew it, you felt it, you assumed it, and now it is done. The $10M challenge is not about achieving. It is about allowing, not about grinding, but about assuming. Not about reacting, but about creating. Not about effort, but about identity. Choose now who you will be, and then be it, persist in it, live from it, walk with it, trust it, and do not be surprised when the world changes, because it must. You have changed, and when you change, everything else follows. This is not magic. This is not mystery. This is law. This is how the universe works. You are the operant power, always have been, always will be. Use that power now, and let the $10 million come, not as a dream, but as a natural extension of who you are. Every moment you entertain the feeling of already being wealthy, you are shifting your destiny. Not in theory, but in substance. Your thoughts are not passive. They are creative. Your imagination is not idle. It is the force that sculpts reality. Every inner scene you faithfully revisit is a seed, and like all seeds, it knows what to do. You do not need to command the soil. You do not need to instruct the rain. Your only task is to plant, to water with attention, to protect with focus, and to know, with deep conviction, that the harvest is inevitable. Doubt may come, and that is natural, but do not bow to it. Recognize it as the final resistance of the old state. Doubt is not your enemy. It is proof that you are stepping into new territory. It is a signal that you are leaving behind the familiar story of limitation. Do not be intimidated. Welcome it as a marker of transformation. When doubt knocks, respond not with fear, but with firmness. Return to your inner scene. Anchor yourself in the feeling. Let that be your reply. And yes, others may question you. They may look at your circumstances and say it is impossible. They may even mock your vision, but their disbelief has no power unless you adopt it. Remember, they are reacting to the world they see. You are creating the world you will see. There is no contest. You are not asking for permission. You are claiming your inheritance, even when nothing appears to be changing. Persist, especially then. For the moment before the manifestation is often the moment that tests your resolve the most. It is the final veil, the last illusion. Push through, keep feeling it real, keep returning to the state. Let your imagination saturate your being so completely that the outer world has no choice but to yield. This is how you transcend effort. This is how you bypass years of toil. You align, you assume, and you allow. The world bends not to your words, but to your identity. Become it, embody it, and reality will follow. You are not here to wish. You are here to remember that you are already what you desire to be. And as you persist in that remembrance, the world will mirror it back to you in 1,000 different ways, until the imagined becomes the obvious and the invisible becomes undeniable. So now the challenge is set before you, not to strive, not to beg, not even to hope, but to assume. Assume the state of the one who already has. Walk in the knowing, feel from the end, live from the fulfillment. The $10 million is not a fantasy. It is a reflection of your inner acceptance, your willingness to dwell in the reality you've already claimed. Let the world do what it will, let others say what they may, but you remain anchored in the truth. You are already that which you desire to be. Persist, believe, assume, and watch as the unseen becomes seen, and the impossible becomes inevitable. Relax, just breathe in the stillness that surrounds you. In this very moment, allow yourself to step away from the endless worries, the striving, the pushing, and the forcing. There is a power within you, a quiet, unfathomable power that can bring forth anything you desire. This power is the creative force of the universe itself, and it responds only to one thing, your state of being. You have been conditioned to believe that to receive what you want, you must labor, hustle, or wrestle with circumstances. But what if the true way to manifest your desires is quite the opposite? What if the secret is to relax completely, to trust without doubt, and to let the universe unfold your dreams in its own perfect timing? The universe is not a distant place. It is the very fabric of your own consciousness. It responds as naturally as water flows to the shape of the vessel it occupies. To manifest anything, you must first become the vessel calm, clear, and open in which the desire can take form. When you are tense, doubtful, or restless, you block the flow. You resist the natural unfolding of your desire. But when you relax, you invite the unseen to move freely. Imagine for a moment a still lake at dawn. The surface is smooth and mirror, like reflecting the sky with perfect clarity. This is your mind when it is relaxed and at peace. Now imagine the same lake in a storm, tossed by wind and rain, its surface chaotic and confused. Which state would more perfectly reflect the heavens? Which state would more readily receive the beauty above? Your mind must become the calm lake. This is the state from which all creation springs. In this calm, your imagination becomes a sacred tool, the very wand of manifestation. Do not rush to see results. Do not push or pull. Instead, enter quietly into the feeling of your fulfilled desire. See it, hear it, taste it, feel it as though it is already yours. The universe hears not your words, but your feeling, your conviction, your knowing. Relax, feel the reality of your wish as if it were a present fact. There is power in this feeling because it is a direct communication with the creative essence within you. It is a signal to the universe that you are ready, that you believe, that you are already in possession of what you seek. Many stumble because they seek evidence first. They ask, how will this happen? When? Where? And in doing so, they place their attention on lack, on absence. This attention to the void only perpetuates the void. Instead, begin with the end. Feel your life as if your wish has already manifested. Carry that feeling into your daily moments with gentle consistency. Let it become your quiet meditation, your hidden prayer. Relaxation is not passive. It is a profound act of faith. It is surrender to the creative flow. It is the art of doing nothing while everything is done for you. Imagine a gardener planting a seed. The gardener does not command the seed to grow. He simply plants it, waters it, and waits patiently for the unseen forces of nature to do their work. So too must you plant the seed of your desire in the fertile soil of your imagination, nourish it with feeling, and then let go. Letting go is where many falter. They hold on tightly to their desires, worry about the outcome, and thus choke the life from their own creation. But the universe loves freedom. It wants to give you more than you can imagine, but only if you can release control. Relax and trust. The infinite intelligence behind all things is at work, arranging circumstances, people, and events with perfect wisdom. When you relax into this trust, you align with the flow of manifestation. You cease to fight the natural order and begin to dance with it. Your heart is light, your mind clear, and your spirit free. In this state, ideas come effortlessly. Opportunities appear without strain. Doors open in ways you never expected. This is the magic of allowing. Do not be discouraged if your desires do not appear immediately. Time and space operate differently for the unseen. Your role is not to hurry the universe, but to remain in the state of your fulfilled desire. Keep your thoughts kind, your feelings joyful, and your inner vision vivid. Persist with faith, not with frustration. You might ask, but what if I forget? What if doubt creeps in? It will. You are human. The key is not to beat yourself up, but to gently return to your place of calm. Think of your desire as a flame. Doubt is the wind that tries to blow it out, but your relaxed faith is the shelter that protects the flame. Each time you return to calm and belief, you strengthen the flame and bring your desire closer. Understand also that the universe's timing is perfect. Sometimes what you want is delayed because something better is on its way, or because you need to grow into the person who will receive it. Trust this unseen wisdom. Your relaxation is an act of alignment, a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive in fullness. There is no need to control or force. Instead, imagine the feeling of your fulfilled desire as a gentle breeze. It flows through you, bringing peace and joy. You do not clutch it tightly, but allow it to move freely. This is the secret of manifestation, a tender balance between desire and surrender. Remember, you are not separate from the universe. You are its living expression. Your imagination is the gateway through which creation flows. When you relax and let go, you open this gateway wide. The universe pours through, bringing you what you have imagined and felt. So as you go about your day, practice this art of relaxation. Whenever you feel tension or impatience, stop and breathe. Close your eyes if you can, and see yourself living the life you desire. Feel the gratitude, the happiness, the ease. Let this feeling settle deeply into your heart. This is the seed that the universe will nurture. Manifestation is not a struggle. It is not about trying harder or being more disciplined. It is about aligning your inner state with your desire. It is about cultivating a relaxed confidence, a knowing that what you want is already yours in the realm of imagination, and therefore must come to you in the physical. You are always manifesting. Your current reality is the product of your past imaginal acts. If you want a different reality, you must begin with a new imagining. Not just fleeting thoughts, but deep, sustained feelings that embody your wish fulfilled. These feelings are the language the universe understands. In this, relaxation is your greatest ally. When you relax, you open your mind and heart to infinite possibilities. You release resistance and allow the creative power to flow through you unhindered. Your energy becomes magnetic, attracting the very circumstances that reflect your inner state. Think of a magnet placed near iron filings. The filings move effortlessly toward the magnet without force. So it is with your desires when you are relaxed. You become a magnet to what you seek because your energy resonates at the same frequency as your fulfilled desire. This is why relaxation and faith are inseparable. They are the twin pillars of manifestation. One without the other leads to frustration or illusion. Together, they create the perfect environment for miracles. Miracles happen not by chance, but by the deliberate act of sustained imagining combined with relaxation. They are the natural consequence of your mind dwelling in the feeling of the wish fulfilled, free from doubt, fear, and hurry. You have the power to relax and let the universe work through you. You do not need to understand how or why. You only need to believe it is so and live as if it is already done. This faith, this calm knowing, is the creative principle that brings dreams to life. Each day, choose to relax your mind and body. Choose to imagine your desires clearly and feel them deeply. Choose to trust that the universe is working on your behalf. This simple practice will transform your experience and bring your wishes into reality with ease. You may notice a subtle shift in your perception. Where once you saw obstacles, now you see opportunities. Where once you felt tension, now you feel peace. This is the evidence that you have begun to master the art of manifestation by relaxing and letting go. In every moment, you have the choice to struggle against reality or to relax and allow your imagination to create a new reality. Choose the path of least resistance. Choose to be at peace and watch how the universe responds. Know that the universe loves you and wants to give you everything you desire. It is your natural state to receive. Relax into that knowing. Rest in the assurance that what you want is already yours, and watch as it manifests before your eyes. Relax, imagine, trust. This is the formula of creation. This is the key to manifesting anything you desire. The power is within you. The universe waits in stillness for your command. Speak it with your feeling, and then relax. Let go. The universe will do the rest. To truly embrace this way of being, you must first understand that your reality is shaped by your inner world. Every detail of your external experience is the reflection of your mental and emotional state. The universe does not discriminate between your thoughts of lack or your thoughts of abundance. It simply manifests the dominant feeling you hold within. So, what does it mean to relax and allow the universe to work for you? It means releasing the desperate grasping that tries to push desires into existence. It means surrendering your need to control every step of the process. When you try to force your will upon the world, you create friction, and friction generates resistance. Resistance slows or even blocks the natural unfolding of your desire. Instead, choose to trust that the unseen forces are always working on your behalf. Your job is not to manage the manifestation, but to cultivate the right inner environment. Like a fertile garden, your mind and heart must be rich with the right conditions: peace, faith, clarity, and unwavering belief. When these conditions are met, your desire will bloom effortlessly. Consider how effortless nature can be. A seed buried in the dark earth does not force itself upward. It relaxes into the process, pushing gently as it grows, absorbing the nutrients around it. The sun shines without effort. The rain falls without resistance. All creation moves with ease when it is in harmony. You are no different. This harmony begins with your imagination. Your imagination is not merely a playground for fantasy, but the very workshop of creation. What you imagine with feeling is already a reality in the invisible world. This is where your desire takes shape before it appears in your outer world. The more vivid and real your imaginal act, the stronger the signal you send to the universe. To harness this power, you must enter a state of relaxation where your imagination can work unhindered by doubt or fear. This state is often described as a state akin to sleep or deep meditation, that twilight zone where your mind is calm, but your imagination alive. It is here in this sacred space that you impress your desire onto your subconscious. Your subconscious is the fertile soil from which your reality sprouts. It does not question or debate, it accepts and manifests. The feelings you impress upon it with relaxed conviction are the seeds from which your world grows. If you plant seeds of anxiety, you reap anxiety. If you plant seeds of peace and assurance, you reap peace and assurance. This is why relaxation is so crucial. It softens the conscious mind's defenses and allows your imaginal act to imprint deeply on your subconscious. When you are tense or distracted, your imaginal acts are shallow and ineffective. But when you relax fully, your imaginal acts become powerful creators. Imagine yourself lying down, eyes closed, in a place of complete comfort and safety. In this moment, allow your mind to drift into the scene of your fulfilled desire. See it as if it were a living movie playing only for you. Hear the sounds, smell the scents, feel the textures. More importantly, feel the emotions that naturally arise when your desire is fulfilled: joy, gratitude, love, peace. Hold on to this feeling gently but firmly. Let it saturate every cell of your being. Feel as if your desire is no longer a distant dream, but a present reality. This feeling is the language of creation, the vibration that aligns you with your wish fulfilled. As you rest in this feeling, you are planting the seed of manifestation. The universe receives this seed and begins its unseen work. Your role now is to maintain this relaxed state throughout your day, returning often to the feeling of fulfillment. Let your imagination be your sanctuary, a place you visit daily to reinforce your belief. Many people believe manifestation requires constant effort or visible action. But in truth, inspired action flows naturally from a relaxed and aligned mind. When you trust and relax, you become attuned to the subtle nudges of intuition, those gentle whispers guiding you toward what to do next. Actions taken from this place of calm and clarity are powerful and effortless. It is important to distinguish between inspired action and forced action. Forced action is frantic, desperate, and born of impatience. Inspired action is calm, deliberate, and flows easily. When you are relaxed and aligned, you naturally attract opportunities and take inspired steps without strain. Trust the process even when you cannot yet see the outcome. The unseen world works beyond time and space. Just because you do not see immediate results does not mean your manifestation is not progressing. Often, the best things are hidden from view until the right moment. If impatience or doubt begins to creep in, return to relaxation. Remind yourself that your desire is already done in the invisible realm. Your faith and relaxation are the bridges that bring it from the unseen to the seen. Do not argue with reality or wrestle with your circumstances. Instead, rest in the certainty that what you want is on its way. This certainty is not blind hope. It is a deep knowing based on the understanding that the creative power within you is greater than any outer condition. No matter what your current situation appears to be, you are the master of your state, and through your state, you shape your world. Feel the power in that statement. You do not need to change the world first. You need to change your state first. The outer follows the inner. This is the law of manifestation. Relax into the truth of your power and watch how the universe responds. There will be moments when the old doubts arise, when the world seems harsh and your desire distant. In those moments, remember that relaxation is your refuge. Return to your inner sanctuary and revisit the feeling of your wish fulfilled. This simple act dissolves resistance and realigns you with your creative source. It is also helpful to cultivate gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful amplifier of manifestation because it shifts your focus from lack to abundance. When you feel grateful, you acknowledge the good already present in your life, and this attracts more good. Gratitude is the song of the relaxed heart. Practice gratitude daily, not just for what you have, but for what is coming. Give thanks for your desire as if it has already manifested. This act deepens your trust and relaxes your mind further, creating the perfect fertile ground for your wish to grow. You might wonder how to maintain such relaxation in a world filled with noise, stress, and distraction. The answer is simple but requires practice. Develop daily rituals of stillness. Whether through meditation, quiet walks, deep breathing, or moments of mindful reflection, create space in your day to reconnect with your relaxed state. These moments are like watering your seed. They keep your imagination alive and your faith strong. Over time, relaxation becomes your default mode, and manifestation flows with natural ease. Understand also that your emotions are your guides. If you feel anxious, restless, or fearful, it signals that you have slipped into resistance. If you feel peaceful, joyful, and confident, it shows that you are aligned. Use these feelings as a compass to navigate your inner world. When resistance arises, do not judge yourself or struggle against it. Instead, gently bring yourself back to calm. Imagine resistance as a cloud passing through your clear sky. It may obscure your view briefly, but it cannot diminish the sun within. The more you practice relaxation and faith, the less power resistance holds over you. You become like a mighty tree rooted deeply in the soil, unshaken by passing storms. This practice is not about denying reality or pretending that problems do not exist. It is about choosing where to place your attention and how to respond. You acknowledge challenges but refuse to let them control your state. You hold your vision steady and relax into the certainty of your desire's fulfillment. As you continue on this path, you may notice a subtle but profound transformation. Your outer circumstances begin to shift. People change their attitudes toward you. Opportunities appear where there were none. You find yourself in the right place at the right time. These are the signs of alignment, the universe answering your call. Remember, manifestation is not a magic trick or a quick fix. It is a natural process that unfolds according to divine timing and wisdom. Your job is to relax, imagine, and trust. The rest is in the hands of the infinite. One last thing to hold close to your heart. There is no limit to what you can manifest. The universe is infinite, and so is your creative power. Whether you desire love, health, wealth, peace, or joy, all are within your reach when you relax and allow. Do not limit your desires out of fear or disbelief. Dream boldly, imagine freely, feel deeply, and then relax into the knowing that all is yours. Your imagination is the gateway, your relaxation is the key, and your faith is the invitation. Open this door and step through with confidence. The universe awaits your call. Speak it with feeling, relax and let the magic unfold. As you deepen into this practice of relaxation and allowing, you begin to understand that the universe is not something outside of you, but an extension of your own consciousness. The energy that flows through all things flows through you as well. When you align your inner state with your desire, you become a beacon, a living magnet drawing the circumstances, people, and experiences that mirror your feeling. This is why relaxation is so powerful. When your mind is calm, your energy is coherent, and your vibration is steady. Chaos and confusion scatter your energy, making it harder for the universe to deliver. But a relaxed mind acts like a laser, focused and precise, directing the creative power exactly where it is needed. Sometimes you may find it difficult to relax fully because of the stories your mind tells, stories of limitation, doubt, or fear. These are merely old patterns, habits that no longer serve you. They can be gently released, like leaves falling from a tree in autumn. You do not need to fight them or suppress them. Simply acknowledge their presence and choose to return to the feeling of peace and assurance. Practice becomes your ally here. Each time you return to your relaxed state and your fulfilled desire, you strengthen new neural pathways in your brain. Over time, your subconscious begins to accept this new state as your reality, and your external world shifts accordingly. Remember that your desire is like a child waiting for its parent's embrace. It wants your attention, your love, and your belief. When you give it these through relaxed feeling and focused imagination, it grows strong and certain. Let go of the need to know how things will happen. This is the universe's domain. Your role is to imagine, feel, and relax. Let the creative forces work in ways beyond your understanding. Trust that the process is perfect and that the manifestation is inevitable when you maintain this relaxed faith. The universe delights in surprising you, in bringing you blessings beyond your wildest dreams. In the end, the secret lies not in struggle or striving, but in the gentle art of relaxation and unwavering faith. When you quiet the mind, surrender control, and allow your imagination to paint the picture of your fulfilled desire with vivid feeling, you open the door to infinite possibilities. The universe, ever eager to respond, moves swiftly to bring your inner vision into your outer reality. Trust this process. Trust yourself. Know that all you desire is already on its way, manifesting effortlessly through the power of your relaxed, believing heart. Let go, breathe deeply, and watch as the universe unfolds its miracles for you.